This was my 4th year as Spencer Sterling's trophy girlfriend. He got bored and asked to break up. I planned to do my usual routine, cry, scream, threaten to end it all, just like countless times before, perform deep devotion, satisfy his ego. But then, floating text appeared in the air before my eyes. The comments. They said Spencer was serious this time. He had fallen for someone else. This was truly the last time we would meet. Instantly, I went silent. I shed a few silent tears while using my pinky finger to hook the stack of cash on the floor, rolling it into my palm and tucking it deep into my sleeve. The male lead is for real this time. The supporting female still thinks he's flirting. Yeah, he just wants to dump her to chase our princess. If she keeps clinging, it's just pathetic. I saw these floating comments 3 minutes ago, right when Spencer mentioned breaking up. Usually, when Spencer threatened to break up, he was just throwing a tantrum, wanting to see me beg and say I couldn't live without him. I had just brewed up some tears, ready to wail, when the text blocked the sound in my throat. I looked up. The man in front of me was as immaculate as ever in a black dress shirt, cuffs folded perfectly. But the watch on his wrist wasn't the Patek Philippe I bought him for his birthday last year. It was a modest, mid-range brand, a brand the old Spencer never would have touched. The comments continued. She has zero self-awareness. Can't she see his dark face? Take the money and get lost, girl. I looked into Spencer's eyes I had memorized over the last 3 years. This time, I didn't need to squint to see the disgust. The eyes that used to fake affection no longer held my reflection. In that moment, I knew the comments were real. So, I choked back the scene I had prepared. My voice came out raspier than intended. So, how much is the severance package? Spencer froze, clearly not expecting that question. He pulled out a stack of bills and threw them into the air. Red $100 bills rained down on the floor. He looked at me coldly, waiting for my reaction. I pursed my lips and stood there. The text scrolled rapidly before my eyes. Pick it up. This is your last chance to cash out. The male lead sees her true colors now. He's humiliating her on purpose. He finally realizes that everyone else just wants his money. Only our princess is pure and uncorrupted. But didn't she date him for 3 years? Breaking up this ugly. Is the male lead really the good guy? What do you know? She's just a gold digger. She took the money. She has no right to talk about dignity. As long as you're alive, you have a right to dignity. While the comments argued, I had already squatted down, gathered the scattered bills, organized them neatly, and placed them in my purse. The comments were harsh, but they were right about one thing. This was my last payday from Spencer. I had to make it count. Maybe my scoop and go technique was too professional. When I turned to leave, I glanced back and saw Spencer's face was dripping with darkness. 3 years of intense training almost made me instinctively tear up and profess my love. But then more mocking comments floated by. I snapped out of it, bit my lip, and said dully, or, should you leave first? Spencer didn't speak. He stormed out, face cold as ice. I watched his back, thinking about the designer bags and jewelry he gave me over the years. My heart actually ached. Only now did I dare let the tears blur my vision. This might really be the last time. Goodbye, Spencer Sterling. Whoa, why does the supporting female look actually heartbroken? Doesn't she only care about money? Why is she crying like that? I saw the comments and quickly wiped my face. When I looked up, Spencer had turned around in the distance. He was looking at me, his expression complicated. Terrified he might ask for a refund, I turned sideways and power walked away. My white sneaker stepped into a loose paving stone, splashing dirty mud all over the toe. I admit, my exit was a bit messy, but at least I got away safely. That night, in my rental apartment, I counted cash while sending out resumes. I deposited the $7,000 severance Spencer gave me immediately after leaving his gated community. If he had given me just $3,000 more, I would have hit my savings goal of $500,000.